welcome to another episode of KJ Picks and Predictions. Now, this week we are talking conference championship game, and unfortunately I could not make a recap because I was not here over the weekend, so I had to rewatch the games, and then it would have been 3 days late, and who would watch a 3-day late recap of a game you've already watched? Now, last week I did change my pick. After I did my picks video, I did change one of my picks, and it was for the better. It was changing Atlanta over Seattle. I don't really know what made me change my pick. After the video, I just realized how amazing Matt Ryan and Julio Jones work together, and I watched some more tape of them, and that's just kind of what made me change my mind. And you can see on Killian's picks of NFL.com that I in fact did pick that before the game, so now I am 4-0 in the divisional round, perfect there, and I was 3-1 in the wild card picks, picking the Giants over the Packers. And in my video I did say Packers over Cowboys, Steelers over Chiefs, and of course Patriots over Texans. Now I've been 7-1 so far, but I could go 0-2 this week because no one knows who's winning this week. Now, for the first game, I'm gonna say it's the Falcons and the Packers. Now, I am intrigued by both of these teams, although I thought they were two of the worst, well, not worst teams in the NFC, but definitely below the Cowboys level, for instance, or below maybe the level of the Giants, who did end up really disappointing, however. And, yeah, maybe even below the Seahawks, I was high on them, but maybe the Seahawks window's closing, who knows. So, Pete Carroll says it's not, but, you know, it's really hard to pick that. Now, who am I going to pick? Aaron Rodgers has screwed me over in my one loss, well, in my one wrong prediction, by absolutely destroying the Giants. Now, can he do that against the Falcons? He will be able to score a lot of points. Probably his defense will not be able to limit Julio Jones whatsoever. They're going to put Gunther on Jones. Oh god, that's not good. They can probably triple team Jones and still not get it done. Now, I'm sure Julio Jones and Mohamed Sanu I think are the receivers over there, and then we have Tevin Coleman, Devontae Freeman, Matt Ryan, of course, who's played almost just as well as Rodgers in the playoffs, or the last 7 games, I guess, or pretty much the entire season, except those couple of games where Aaron Rodgers wasn't playing well. Now, on the other side, we have basically just Aaron Rodgers and an injured Jordan Nelson and an injured Devontae Adams, and a freaking Ty Montgomery, who has just recently made the change to running back, and might change back if they do draft a running back, like Christian McCaffrey, for instance, although I think he might be a better fit in a place like New England. Anyway, I'm picking the Falcons over the Packers, however. Much debate went into this pick. However, I did not change my picks after I first initially picked them. After the conference championship was there, I went to NFL.com picks, weekly pick'em, and I picked the Falcons, and I picked the Patriots, and I did not change my Falcons pick so far. And I will not change it most likely until maybe the game, but I don't think I'm going to watch any more tape that's necessary for me to watch about the Falcons or the Packers, because the Packers playoff games are really all the tape you need to watch. Now, why am I picking this, and how am I picking this? So I'd say the Falcons probably should be the favorites, although it's 52% Green Bay now, and I know everybody's high on Rodgers, and I'm pretty sure Rodgers will score a lot of points. I can really see how no one can stop Julio and Matt Ryan. They are just so great, and even their defense, you can make an argument, is better than the Packers. And what I said before the season, while I was listening to Colin Cowherd, I was listening to him. He said, well, the teams with bad defenses aren't making the playoffs. Now, who do we have in the playoffs? We have the Packers, bad defense, the Falcons, bad defense, the Steelers, I'd say below average for a freaking conference championship defense, and then the Patriots, great defense. So I posted on Twitter a while ago, if the Patriots don't pull the 2007 here, they have it locked up. And I think that might even be the way. So this game is going to be hard though against the Steelers. However, let's go back to the Falcons-Packers. I'm going to pick the Falcons. Maybe it's going to be probably a very high-scoring game. Not as high as some say. Maybe I'd say it could be around 37 to 34 for the Falcons in this case. Yes, that seems about right. That may be even a bit high, maybe more like 34, 31, but you get what I'm saying, around that range maybe. Rodgers is going to have a great game, but it's going to come down to, in this game, turnovers probably. Rodgers, if he throws a costly interception, that might come down to that at the game. Whoever gets the hotter start, it comes down to that. If the defenses can't make the stops, then coming off to a hot start and a hot finish, and basically a hot middle as well of the game, is going to be important, such as protecting the ball and not getting any turnovers, and we know who's better at protecting the ball, which is the Falcons in this case. And I'm not saying that because Rodgers throws interceptions, because he does it, but because they have a running game, and the risk of turning the ball over is a lot lower in the running game. So Falcons over Packers is my pick. However, I'm about 52% confident that this is actually true. Like I said, I could go 2-0 this week. Or I could go 0-2, I could go 1-1, I could go 2-0. You never know how it's gonna go. Now the next one, Patriots Steelers, and 72% are picking the Patriots, and I get it. Like, people tweeting pictures about the Patriots haven't faced good quarterbacks. Now they're gonna face Big Ben. But really, what this is gonna come down to is who, just like the last game, Packers Falcons maybe, is who throws an interception. So if Tom Brady throws 2 interceptions, I believe the Steelers are going to win this. Because if he throws them early, that's even better. If he throws one in the first and one in the fourth quarter, that'll steal it maybe, that would be perfect for the Steelers. Because then they're going to just hand the ball to Le'Veon Bell, which they're most likely going to do regardless. If it works, which it probably will, he'll get at least 100 yards, I'm sure. Maybe 80 yards at least. And then they're going to just dominate time of possession and win this game. If Tom Brady throws a few interceptions. However, if Ben Roethlisberger throws some interceptions, then Brady will score points even if if both quarterbacks throw a combined 5 interceptions. There's still going to be a winner in this game. So I think it comes down to which quarterback throws the most interception. I think this is truly a battle of the quarterbacks because these are two defenses that are not even. You can't say even, but the Steelers' defense has been hot lately. Ryan Shazier just picking everyone off, and William Gay playing well. Artie Burns even playing well. The pass rush with James Harrison is going really well, although he won't be around for too long anymore. But we're talking about the playoffs, not about the future right now. So I see how a 72% can pick the Patriots. I thought there were going to be some more upset fans. I thought there was going to be more like 72% picking Falcons over Packers, but it seems it's Patriots over Steelers. And I get it. I get that the Patriots are the favorites all the time. So that would make a Falcons-Patriots Super Bowl for me, as I am picking the Patriots here. I just think there's a higher chance of Big Ben throwing a stupid interception than Tom Brady throwing a stupid interception. Because out of the 4 interceptions this season, maybe one, maybe not even one, but maybe one was actually his fault. Now, the last 2 interceptions he threw against the Texans, one of them he threw to, I believe it was intended for Chris Hogan, and I guess he threw it too hard for his white boy hand, so it went right through his hands, bounced off somebody, and I don't know, A.J. Boye or someone caught the ball, intercepted. Tom Brady walks off, doesn't even talk to Chris Hogan. I think he might have done that on the sideline. Anyway, that's how it happened. And the second interception was, I believe, also tipped. I don't remember too well, but I think it was tipped. So that's really what I can say to that. Now, I think Big Ben is gonna, if he doesn't throw an interception, the Steelers have a legit chance. But if he does, they don't. So if I'm Mike Tomlin, hand the ball off to Le'Veon Bell a lot, but don't make it too predictable, and don't let Big Ben, don't make him go deep. As for the video that Antonio Brown posted, now I don't think this is going to have an effect too much unless Antonio Brown tries to freak out everyone. And this is really the opinion that everyone has. If Antonio Brown tries to make up for it, he'll either play amazing or he'll play like dog shit. So one of those two is going to happen probably. what people are saying. But I can imagine anything. I can imagine him having a normal game, and the Steelers not losing, and people not saying it's going to be Antonio Brown's fault. And I mean, I don't really want to talk about this video thing because I don't think it's that big a deal. I mean, it's horrible from Antonio Brown to do that. It's stupid in that situation, and it's disrespectful to the coach, and he knows the league policies that it's against that as well, so I just don't see a reason to do that and to share all of that with the world. I don't know why he did it. He did it. He apologized for it. It's okay. He's going to have a good game, or a bad game, or a mediocre game, or something like that. He's going to play. That's really the point of the thing. He's going to play no matter what. And how he plays is up to him, and that's basically it. And if he can put this behind himself, which I don't think is too hard for him, he will probably do that, and everything should turn out fine for him. It's just add some uncertainty, some unnecessary, stupid uncertainty to it. But I guess that's how it's gonna be. And as much as I would have loved to see a Packers-Steelers Super Bowl rematch, I'm picking the opposite of that, Patriots-Falcons. But as I said, very uncertain this week, and I can't wait for some Super Bowl predictions, some recaps, and just watching the Super Bowl. And I've actually just realized on NFL I have an overall score of 2,000 now, which is fine. That's cool. I'm ranked 33,666. It isn't that lovely. Alright, let's see if I've actually outscored any of the experts. I haven't outscored all of the experts in the last week. However, Marshall Falk has less, Michael Irvin has less, Marucci less, and Kurt Warner has more picks than me, correct, I think. I think that's how it is, yeah. Alright, anyway, it was nice talking about some football here. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the Super Bowl weekend. See ya.